This story comes to us from foxnews.com. So I'm going to bring you some Fox News this morning. First editorial of the year, 2022. It's the first editorial of the year. And, it's a new year. And it's New Year's Day. But that doesn't keep this bus from moving. We've got a full tank. We're on the highway and we're heading down. That's right. We're going to talk about pretty much anything and everything that comes into my head, whether it's football or some actor or some entertainer or law enforcement. The channel is Community Leo Watch. That's Community Law Enforcement Officer Watch. I watch law enforcement officers not only in my community, but in yours. And we talk about those who are bad and need pointed out. So maybe if I'm doing an editorial on a cop in, Bumstock, Indiana, somewhere in the Midwest, somebody in that town might go, I know that cop. I know him. And now you know. And you may not know the news about him. Well, now you do. So that's why I do that. I also give pats on the back and props to those law enforcement officers and public officials that do the right thing. I go, good job. We love you. Did an editorial once on a couple cops that delivered a baby. That's a good thing. All right, but Fox News, we're going to look a little bit here at Mayor Adams. And I read this article here, and I want to bring something to your attention. I want to ask you guys about something here. But the head of New York City's police union, that's Pat Lynch, said he's optimistic as a former police captain prepares to take the oath of office as the city's newest mayor. Well, he's already been sworn in, I believe, along with the new police chief, which I'm going to do an editorial about as well. That's right. It was just after midnight. It's now I think 7:30 in the morning. But just after midnight, the arrival of 2022, Eric Adams who was elected in November, replaced termed out incumbent Bill de Blasio, who was not a favorite of Patrick Lynch, head of New York City Police Benevolent Association. Now, Lynch sounded upbeat about the incoming Eric Adams administration as he spoke in Times Square with Fox News' Jennifer Galatko. Pat Lynch of the NYPD Police Union said, "We have a new year coming ahead of us. We're optimistic about a new mayor, a new police commissioner, a new department." NYPD, new? Just new leadership. "That we can take this city back, make it better, and hopefully healthier for everyone. Happy New Year," says Pat Lynch.
There's blood on many hands tonight. Those that incited violence on the street under the guise of protest, that tried to tear down what New York City police officers did every day. We tried to warn, it must not go on. It cannot be tolerated. That blood on the hands starts on the steps of City Hall in the office of the mayor.
Now, Adams ran on a largely anti-crime platform after city residents dealt with destructive protests and rioting following the death of George Floyd. That was in May of 2020. And street crimes and social effects of coronavirus restrictions began to take their toll on the city. But in early December, Adams issued a warning to Black Lives Matter activists and others if they plan to conduct more disruptive protests in the city of New York. Eric Adams told an audience at a Police Athletic League event. Who's there? Cops. I don't know. I just said that. But he said, "Not in my city. We're not going to surrender to those who are saying we're going to burn down New York." Well, yeah, the protesters that burn stuff and go catch stuff on fire. I'm like, why? Why? I don't know. But the comments appeared to be a response to the fiery rhetoric of city Black Lives Matter leader Hawk Newsom, who previously pledged to fight any Adams plans to revive anti-crime police practices from the past that have been criticized as racist, such as the NYPD's former stop and frisk policy. We're going to talk about that right now. I want to get your thoughts on that. In November, in an op-ed article, Adams claimed stop and frisk was a good policy that was applied incorrectly. Hold on a minute. He said it was worth reviving if used in a more just way. Hold on. Follow me here. Here we go. Adams wrote in the New York Daily News, in fact, as American courts have affirmed over many years, stop, question, and frisk is a perfectly legal, appropriate, and constitutional tool when used smartly as opposed to indiscriminately against hundreds of thousands of young black, brown men, as it was for years in New York City. He wrote on, not only that, but it was a necessary tool whereby police approach someone, listen to what he writes, who fits a witness description or otherwise appears to be carrying an illegal weapon. So Eric Adams says here that stop, question, and frisk is a great tool for those who fit a witness description or appear to be carrying an illegal weapon. You know what cops are going to do with that? They're going to run with it. Basically, and I'm going to give you a little politicianese here, political ease, English in political ease. He's basically saying, look, the Fourth Amendment is crap. We need to stop, question, and frisk people who could fit the witness description, or they might have an illegal weapon. You see what I'm saying? He's a former police captain. He's now mayor of New York. Do you think he cares about your Fourth Amendment rights? He's acting like he does. Well, they misused the stop, question, and frisk, and we're not going to misuse it. We're going to use it appropriately. How? By stopping people that fit a witness description or appear to be carrying an illegal weapon. You appear to be carrying an illegal weapon. It's a camera tripod, dude. Eric Adams beat de Blasio for mayor. De Blasio is out. Eric Adams is in.
Would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me?
Right here. Raise your right hand.
I, Eric Adams,
I, Eric Adams,
I, Eric Adams,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City
and the Charter of the City
of New York,
and
I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office
of
the Mayor of the City of New York, according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
And Pat Lynch, just give you one more comment. He told Fox News' Lawrence Jones on Hannity after a night of violence that saw 18 people shot in the city overnight with at least one fatality. Pat Lynch says, our city council, our mayor's office, and the state legislature have handcuffed police officers and given the street back to the criminals.
Starting today, we started the mourning for our brother police officers. Their heroes, their fathers, their brothers, their children. That's the men we lost today. So starting in the next couple of hours and going for a number of days, New York City police officers, through their sadness, will straighten their shoulders, stiffen their backs, and mourn for these families. We'll mourn for our city, and we'll mourn for our brothers.
And so he's very happy that a police captain is now mayor and de Blasio's out. So Pat Lynch thinks, hey, we're going to take our city back. But I want to ask all of you, does that mean maybe that what they're really saying is, look, the Fourth Amendment really protects criminals. We're going to get away with that, and we're going to do away with that, and we're going to get our streets back and stop you if you fit a witness description, or if you happen to appear to be carrying a illegal weapon, and then they search you, stop, question, and frisk. What's this? That feels like a pipe. Oh, it is. It's contraband. You're getting arrested for holding a pipe. Why did they stop you? Well, you fit the witness description of somebody who just walked out of a drug house. And you just walked out of the gym.